Okay, so let's take a look at how you can import various types of data into Jamovi. So first thing, let me show you the type of files that we will be importing. Okay, so on desktop, I have one file which is .sav, which contains the data related to accidents. Second contains orders, and it's an Excel file. Third is CSV file showcasing the cells that happen over a period of time location, right? Finally, there is also text file. So we'll take a look at these four formats. So let me open Jamovi, simply typing into my. Okay, now that once Jamovi is open, next thing we are going to do is we are going to check this ribbon button, and here we will be using open option. There is also special import, so if you want to check that, you can do as well. So click on special import, where you will feel this list of directories where you can import the data files or the file formats supported by Jamovi, like R, SPSS, Excel, Open Document, JSON, CSV. Then you have official Jamovi file and templates, JASP, SAS, Stata, right? So what we're going to do is we'll make use of this, right? So we'll click on the browse button, go to desktop, and here let's first start from our SAV file. So SAV file is the file that you get out of SPSS. So we will select this, click open. Now it is importing the data and it will show you the status at the bottom, right? And here you can see it has managed to get the data, and it will show you here, which is showing under 21, gender, then ID and population, right? So this is special import, and it will allow you to take the accidental data here. All right, so in my case this is accidents data in a SPSS file. If you have any other SPSS file, you can go to open and then browse different SPSS file. You will find that here, right? So let's say this is the same one that we took right now, but if you have any other file, you can go for that, right? If you want to double check what type of import is allowed, you can simply select from the SPSS file, which is SAV here, right? And you will be able to see that within directory. If there are too many files, then you can easily select only that particular format, right? Now next thing we will take a look at is this special import, and then we will take a look at Excel file. So I'm pretty sure you will have access to some of the Excel files. So here in this case I will just filter for Excel. So this is all this data. I will open it, right? And it is being imported. File import successful. And here you see, often what happens is that your initial columns, or you can say variables in Jamovi, don't get populated, and somewhere else you will have data, right? So in such case, what you can do is you will take a look at the respective variable columns and you can work with that data. As you can see, this is orders data in Excel file, right? So what we can do, we will open new one now and keep the previous one closed, and this time let me open our Excel file, right? So we'll browse to the location orders, and this time let's hope that it doesn't mix with two different columns. So as you can see in previous example, I showed you the .sv file, that data was still present for some reason, maybe some form of corruption. But now this time the import work, and we have our columns and its respective data available. Right, so you get the idea how to import Excel file, also our SPSS.sv file. Now we will take a look at two more such files, one being CSV, which is comma separated value file, and finally the text file. Right, so let's open new instance, and once that is open we will kill the previous one. I'm doing this to avoid that corruption, just like the last time happened, trying to open it in the same instance. So we'll go to special import. Here we'll be checking for CSV comma delimited file, then browse, and here we will select CSV again, and we have sales data. Click open. Right, import went immediately. Now here you see you have your variable columns here and their respective data. Right, as you can see it also has the output values. Right, so you get the idea how the column is showing value, right? So there is no corruption this time. All of the columns and respective rows are properly filled up. So what we have noticed that we can import SAV file, which is something you use with SPSS. Then we also looked at how we can import Excel file, and then we also imported CSV file. Finally we will take a look at one more file, which is text file. Right, so let's open new instance. Okay, I'm not going to save this time, so let's go with special import and then go with text file. Right, so txt. So usually what happens is that your CSV file and txt file are recognized under same label. So we'll browse, and here we will do the filtering again, and here you see cyberloaf.txt file. Let's open it, and here you see there are only 3 columns here showing age, and then it shows one more thing. Let's check the variable name here. So conscientiousness and age and cyberloafing. So it will show you cyberloafing number with age in front of that and conscientiousness. Okay, so for those who are into this would be able to recognize what type of this data is. But what we have done so far is we have successfully imported 4 formats in Jamovi. There are a few more which we can take a look at. So there is JAS file, which I don't have right now. Also I don't have data file, which is .dta. Also I don't have Jamovi templates or JSON file. There is JSON file available, but I'm not sure if it's something we can import here. So I'll take a look at that anyway. So select JSON file, go to browse, then let's go for files, and here let's select JSON file and pick this data. Now let's see where it is available. As you can see, the JSON data is available: ID, first name, last name, SSN, state. Okay, so this is user data actually. So like 400 or so user data, that is basically dummy data of SSN number, first name, last name, and their respective states. So I have shown you some of the file formats that you can import in Jamovi, namely CSV, JSON file, then Excel file. then SPSS file, then right. So these are the file. Only I missed with R data, stata, and SS and JASP. So these are some of the files that you can import, and you happen to get any corruption sort of errors while dealing with multiple files, the best option would be to create a new instance and then import. So if you try and open in same instance, usually it will open, but same instance usually lead to mixture of two data like I have shown you previously. So try and open new instance for each file format, and usually new window opens as it is, but often that corruption happens which was noticed previously. So we have seen five formats and how to import them into Jamovi.